to our live stream. And our topic for today is about esports. But before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Teacher Love, and this is my partner,
Teacher Faye.
Okay, but before we start of our topic for today, please subscribe in MK Education Live. Hit the bell button to notify all of the live streams here. And as well as please hit the like over there. Okay, so then let's start.
Okay, so this will be our real top topic for today, which is all about esports. So, Miss Love, do you play any sport? I mean, any video games?
Uh, I'm not into it in the video games as well as the physical games, but I'm familiar with those esports, or let's say electronics games such as Mobile Legend.
Yes, of course,
Like
it's
that.
very popular.
Yes.
Mobile Legends is very big nowadays,
Mm.
and I think it just started recently, right?
Yeah.
So actually, esports is all about video games and tournaments and competitions. So for example, if you are playing a video game, you can compete by playing with that game. So in Mobile Legends, as you said, I think there hasn't been any tournament regarding with Mobile Legends, but maybe soon there will be. So let us talk about esports further.
Alright, but before that, I'm just curious about with the esports. Since as what I said a while ago, I'm not into it
Yeah.
with this kind of sports. So, aside from Mobile Legend, what is your favorite esports?
So I actually don't watch esports. I'm just familiar with esports, but I don't watch any esports. But I do play video games. Sometimes I play Genshin Impact. Not sometimes, but I always play Genshin Impact. I've tried playing Mobile Legends, but I quit because I wasn't able to enjoy it that much. Yeah. So let us now talk about esports. So we have an introduction here.
Okay, so here is our introduction. Esports mean, it says here, electronic sport, or commonly known as, of course, esports, is a form of sport competition using video games. It often takes the form of organized multiplayer video game competitions, particularly between professional players, individually, or as teams.
So in esports, you can play individually, or you can form a team and then compete. So that is just a brief introduction about esports.
So competitors from different leagues or teams face off in the same games that are popular with at-home gamers. Alright, so Fortnite, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, Overwatch, etc. Right, so these games are watched and followed by millions of fans all over the world. You attend live events or tune in on TV or online.
Okay, so you are familiar with YouTube, right? So sometimes they broadcast live events there on YouTube, and there is also another platform which we call Twitch, wherein they also stream live events during these competitions. And we have here some games. You have Fortnite. I think you are also familiar with LoL, right?
Yeah.
With League of Legends, Counter Strike, Call of Duty, Overwatch, etc. So there are a lot of games out there that are played in this competition.
Alright, so Okay, so it's my first, and not first time, but I'm so amazed when I heard about this that you can compete with different people around the world, not
Yes.
only in the Philippines.
Mhm.
And I heard it also a redeem, right?
Yeah.
Redeem into money.
Yeah, you
Right?
can redeem. You can have prizes. There are prizes. There are money that is given to you if you win the competition. So that is how amazing technology works nowadays. Because of that, we can able to play our favorite games, and we can earn money through playing games.
Okay, now I know.
Mhm.
Alright. Now, third is streaming services like Twitch, alright, allow viewers to watch as their favorite gamers play in real time. And this is typically where popular gamers build up their fandoms.
Okay, so that is what I said earlier about Twitch. You can watch your favorite games, you can watch your favorite players, and you can also choose which player you want, and that you can join their fandom. You can be a fan of these players. So that is really good.
So, you're while you are playing with this game, you're enjoying as well as you're enjoying because you can receive money.
Exactly. Exactly. You can receive money. So a lot of people do their jobs without enjoying it. Imagine these players, they do their job. It's like a career for them. So they play and they earn money as well. So it's like a plus benefit for these players. Alright, so here we have some most common video game genres that are played. We have the multiplayer online battle arena, such as Dota 2 or League of Legends. So those are some of the examples. We have first-person shooters like Call of Duty, Overwatch, and Counter-Strike. Also, we have fighting games such as Street Fighter, Tekken. We have card games, we have battle royale games. These battle royale games, like your PUBG, your Ross, and in your Fortnite as well, wherein you play with a team or individually, and then there's a map. You need to survive, and you need to be the last man standing when you play these games. And also, we have a real-time strategy game, wherein in this kind of game, you make your strategy, you enhance your map, you enhance your base, you gather resources, and what you need to do in order to win is to defeat the base of the opponent. So that is for real-time strategy.
Oh, so also including cards.
Yeah,
Like
card
poker?
games.
Like that.
I think it's a different kind of game, but they do have card games here, only with a different instructions or different directions on how to play the card games. I actually, it's my first time hearing that there are card games that are played in eSports. So yeah.
Is it similar with gambling? No.
In terms of gambling, I think it's also different because there are games here that are specifically card games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the first time I've heard about that too.
Me too. Okay.
Alright, so who watches esports, Miss Love?
Well, I guess nowadays, of course, the youngsters.
Yes, of course.
Alright, because most of them they are. I'm not going to say like they're addictive, but of course, probably that is their spare time. You know, after their schools, like that to play that kind of. Especially nowadays, Mobile Legend is really it's really popular,
Yeah.
especially in the Philippines. But I want to know it, but I think I'm not the kind of person that really focus on game or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, of course, it's just a hobby. You only have your spare time. If you have your spare time, then go play whatever you want. But you can't put all of your attention to that because you won't be productive throughout the rest of the day. So that is true. What you actually said, who watches esports? The youngsters, of course. A lot of people watches esports, and here in the research that I found, there were approximately 380 million people. Amazing, that's a huge number.
I think the huge number of people mostly are here in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's so true. Because it's worldwide, and here in the Philippines, the Philippines like to watch things from other countries, from different countries, right? So 300 million people, including 165 million enthusiasts. That means people who always or who frequently watch esports.
Yes.
So it's really amazing. The community or the world of esports is.
I want to learn.
Yeah, me too. I want to actually learn. I want to watch the real competition, like how it goes. So who plays esports? So we have here professional esports players. So those are well-trained players. That means they train so hard that they become one of the professional players out there. So it's something that they are good at. Next, we also have potential players. So those are players that are quite skillful, but it's like they don't master the whole game yet. And we have also teams. So as I've said, there are various teams, right? You can play individually or you can play teams. And these teams came from different organizations. So these organizations form teams to send them out into the competition.
So it's not hard to play with that game.
I think it could be hard because there is training involved. So if there's training involved, then you must work harder in order to attain your goal, and your goal is to win, right?
Let's talk about history.
We will talk about just a short history. Because if we put everything into this, like 25 minutes or 30 minutes won't be enough. I swear.
I think so. Okay, so let's start it. History. Alright. On October 1972 at Stanford University, Space War.
Yes, Space War was the first game that they played during the first competition in October 1972 at Stanford University. And then the people who won during this competition, they had millions of money with them.
Wow.
It's so amazing. You can get a lot of money from playing. Then the first large-scale competition was held in 1980. So in this competition, they played Space Invaders, and it was said that there were 4,000 competitors. There were 4,000 who participated in this competition. And also, there were 5 lucky winners, and these winners got the plane ticket to get to the finals.
Alright, so what about arcade game competitions boomed upon the release of Street Fighter the second in 1991.
Okay, so this is already the time where internet was already created. So they played these arcade games or fighting games in 1991.
How about in the early 2000s? Okay, FPS games released on Xbox became popular. Are you familiar with this?
FPS, yes. FPS means the first-person shooter game. So you remember what I said, like Call of Duty, the Counter-Strike. So those are shooting games. Okay. So in the early 2000s, these games, specifically the game Halo, was released on Xbox and it became popular. So Xbox is a console. So there's PS4, right?
Oh, yes.
There's PS4 and there's also Xbox. It's also a different console used for gaming. And in this time, in the early 2000s, there was also another game that became popular, the title Quake. Okay, so the game entitled Quake, it was popular, and it was said that there were, I think, 2,000 competitors, and there was this one winner. The winner, Dennis Fong. His name is Dennis Fong, and he was said to be the first ever professional gamer. So he is in the Guinness World of Record as the first ever professional player.
So, how about tournaments and organizations were founded, such as MLG, World Cyber Games, and Intel Extreme Masters?
Okay, MLG or the Major League Gaming, and also MLG. I think MLG and IEM are still two of the best tournaments that were ranked in 2018.
Okay. And of course, lastly, is eSports became big because of streaming platforms.
Okay, so streaming platforms again, the Twitch and the YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube was founded in 2005,
Yeah.
and Twitch, which was Justin TV before, which was founded in 2007, and later became Twitch in 2011. So that is just a brief history about esports.
All right.
Now let's go to tournaments. So Miss Love, are you familiar with these tournaments?
League of Legends. I heard that. That was 2000. I forgot. 2010. I'm not sure.
So it's very famous, and it's still the most famous. So it is still the most popular. So you cannot beat this tournament in the number one spot, because League of Legends still constantly beats other esports title or other
And
esports
I
game.
think until now it's still
Yes, exactly.
it's still popular, right?
And there's also a speculation or rumor that they are going to put up a Mobile Legends tournament. I'm not quite sure yet though.
Okay. And what about Fortnite World Cup?
Okay, so Fortnite World Cup is a battle royale game, and it has been quite popular. That's why it's in the number 2 spot. And as I said, battle royale games are those games where you need to survive. You need to be the last man standing in order to win.
And the International 10?
The International 10 is for Dota. Have you heard of Dota?
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, for Dota 2.
It has memes.
Exactly.
Like, where do you, I don't know, amongst of us, Dota or me?
That was way back. Yeah, there was actually a song, right? There's a song in Tagalog. The song was about Dota o ako, wherein the girl asks the guy if what is the guy going to choose, the Dota or the girlfriend. So it's that famous that they made memes out of it. So the International 10 is about Dota 2.
Alright. And Flashpoint Season 1 Championship.
For Flashpoint Season 1 Championship, in this tournament, they had their first ever CSGO or Counter-Strike. It's a different variant of Counter-Strike. They have it released. It was launched. So it was a big event in the Flashpoint Season 1 Championship.
Oh, alright. And League of Legends.
Yeah.
Oh, League of Legends did season invitational.
Yeah, they also have these tournaments. See, you can actually see that League of Legends is very famous. It had 2 tournaments here, number 1 spot and the number 5 spot. So it's also a League of Legends tournament, and it was also quite big back then.
And Call of Duty League Championship.
The Call of Duty League Championship, it was the first time for the Call of Duty to ever enter a tournament. So it was the first time wherein the Call of Duty was played. So that's why it was also a big and exciting event for the Call of Duty fans.
Okay. Oh. ESL 1,
Mhm.
Rio 2020.
Oh, so this one, the ESL or Esports League One, this is for, I think, no, it wasn't for fighting games, but this is also a game for CSGO. So here in the Flashpoint, they released or they launched CSGO, right? So here in the ESL one, they had their first tournament. They had their first CSGO tournament here in ESL one, and it was held in Rio in Brazil.
Alright. Overwatch World Cup.
For the Overwatch World Cup, they just played Overwatch, which is a first-person shooting game, so it's like Call of Duty. And here for number 9,
Alright. EVO 2020.
EVO or EVO 2020 is an acronym for Evolution Championship Series, wherein they play fighting games. They play Street Fighter, they play Tekken, so all of the fighting games here, they have their tournament.
Alright, and lastly, Hearthstone World Championship.
Okay, so they just played here in number 10, they just played Hearthstone. And there is one YouTuber that I know. He goes by the name Disguised Toast. And before he played Among Us, so I think you know the game Among Us, which is a mobile game where there's one imposter and the rest is a crewmate. So Disguised Toast is playing that right now, but before he used to play Hearthstone, and he is one of the good players out there. So these are some of the biggest tournaments
around the world.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, next. Oh. Question is it a sport?
Yes. Is it a sport? So if you have watched the Try Guys episode of, the Try Guys segment, Cooking Without a Recipe, you might get this reference. Is it a sport?
Oh.
So the big question, or the real talk question is eSports a sport? So first of all, let us define what sport means.
Alright, so sport. Sport includes all forms of competitive physical activity or games, which, through casual or organized participation, athletes in part aim to use, maintain, or improve physical ability and skills while providing enjoyment to participants and, in some cases, entertainment for spectators.
So is there something that you might want to add, Miss Love, regarding sports?
Well, usually for the competitive physical activity, those are basketball game.
Yes.
What else? Soccer game. And of course, the very, physical games is boxing.
Boxing with Manny Pacquiao.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, because physical games, because you're not playing through mobile, right? So of course you're using your physical body, and all of your strength would be released.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right? And able to win the game.
Yes.
But of course it might get you injured.
Yes,
after all.
exactly. Especially with boxing.
Yes.
So since you've seen Manny Pacquiao, he has so many scars already after his game because he is putting all of his strength in boxing and he is using physical abilities in order to win. So you really need to be physically active and healthy when you are playing sports. Imagine if you are playing sports. Imagine if you are playing or you are running, right? Like triathlon, marathon, and then you have asthma. Imagine what happened to you, right?
So it's not into you if you're not fit, if you're not healthy, right? And of course, for the physical game, there is negative and positive. Positive is, of course, you can gain more strength, and of course you can gain how can I say this, like abs or right? And
Gains.
and give you more and give you the healthier body.
Yes.
And of course, for the negative ones is of course as what I've said. If you are competing with this kind of games, whether whether you win or lose, but of course, while you're using your all of your strength, and you can, as what I've said, you might get injured as well.
Exactly. You can get injured in so many ways. Although you have the muscles, you have the abs, but it can always get you injured.
Yes, and then when you get low back,
Yeah.
unlike in mobile game, when
Yeah.
if your mobile will get low back, then you can charge it, and then you will alive again, unlike in physical body. Right?
Yes, exactly. So it's just easy to charge when you are using your mobile phones, but if you yourself is low battery, it takes a long time for you to charge back again. You need to eat, you need to rest, you need to sleep, whatever.
Yeah, alright.
So that is all about sports. So now let us compare sports to esports with these 4 factors. So question, is it a sport? What do you think, Miss Love? Is esports a sport?
Esports. I think it's still a sport because when you say sport, you are competing
Yes, very
with somebody else.
Yeah.
Not only because you have to use your spare time to play some of the games, but as when I heard about that, you can also gain money while you are playing. So I think it's still a competition. There is a tournament around the world.
Yes, exactly. You also need skills, right? So skills. But not physically. Not physically, but mentally. You need mental skills in order to form strategies, right?
Strategy, yes.
Especially in a battle royale game, you need to strategize. You need to find a strategy so that you can survive until the last drop of the map there. Because the map is closing in.
Yes,
And you need to survive up until the end. So you need to form strategies. You just don't play recklessly or whatever you want, but you need to form strategies in order to win. And not only that, they also have their training.
Yes.
Not only in real sports, but also in esports, they have training. So I think sometimes some of them, when the competition is near, they train 24/7. So it's like they are playing games, and then they imagine like it's the actual competition.
Self-training.
Yeah, self-training. And some of them, they have organizations, right? They have organizations, and these teams do train to get into the competition or to at least get into the finals. So therefore, Miss Love and I conclude that esports is definitely a sport. Alright. And here is our topic for today. Esports.
Do you have any comments or suggestions? Comment below. Yes, and that is all about our topic for today. So if you have any questions, then you are free, to ask. Still, we have
Yeah, we have already, that is sad to say, we have already ended our stream.
Alright, so that's all for today. But before we end, thank you for watching. And as what I said, please subscribe and hit the like button and the bell and what will that?
The
Notification bell to notify all of the the live streams here in MK Education Live.
Okay.
So again, my name is Teacher Love.
And I'm Teacher Faye.
And thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.